What's up guys, welcome back. If you're watching this, there's a good chance you've seen the documentary that I was in about life here in Thailand. In this video, I'm going to be exposing the truth behind what really happened and tell you guys about all the lies that was told and give you guys the real story and not this woke narrative that you've been told. This story has also been picked up in the Daily Mail and we're going to be diving into that too, and I'll give you my opinions on that. So let's go back to the beginning when I received an email from the BBC about 8 months ago when I was in Koh Phangan and we had a video call, and back then they told me the documentary was about content creators in Thailand. But let's be honest, the documentary is not about content creators in Thailand at all. So that's the first lie. They told me that their plan was they're going to go all around Thailand and meet different content creators in different areas and talk about what life is like for content creators in Thailand and why so many people are coming here. In the following months, up until the documentary, there was a few phone calls here and there, a few video calls, nothing much until the day when they said they were going to meet me. And they said originally, Mac, we're going to take you for a walk down the beach, we'll have a chat down there. And on the day, last minute, they said, okay, we're on Soi 6 now, we're going to go for a walk down here, can you come down here? But in the documentary, she said, Max said we can meet him on Soi 6. That's another lie. To be honest, from the get-go, I knew everything that they were telling me was BS, to be honest. But if you know me, you'll know I don't give a anyway, so I just went along with it because ultimately it's just more exposure for me, more subscribers, more views and more money. So before I met them, I clearly listed out a bunch of things that I wasn't going to talk about, and I made it very clear to all the producers that there's certain things that I just don't want to talk about. You know, I've got a reputation to uphold here in Thailand and it's my duty to take care of myself here, and I wasn't going to let them try and ruin it in any way. Although they did try, they did fail. I made it very clear to them what I was going to say and what I wasn't going to say, and they said, okay, don't worry, it's fine, we won't ask you. That was complete lies. They asked me everything under the sun, but I didn't give them the answers that they wanted, and they started to get really flustered and frustrated at this point, and we'll dive into this as we get through this video. I'll explain what I mean. But yeah, that was the second line. Now, as we was walking down Soi 6, they was unloading all of these questions on me. Questions that I didn't agree to take part in. And, you know, I did bite back and I was saying to them as we was walking, I'm not talking about this, I'm not talking about this, I've already said. But they just ignored all of my requests and kept throwing the questions at me. Well, it was the producers throwing the questions at Zara, and she was asking me. There was not one question from Zara that did not come from that producer's mouth. Everything was scripted. She hasn't got any opinion on what to say. She gets told what to say about everything. And while I was walking down that street and talking to Zara, there was different points in the documentary where they took my conversation from over here and then took my conversation from over there, like different parts of the night, and they chopped up my voice in the edit and made me say things in sentences that I didn't actually say. I thought that was really sneaky and really deceiving how they did that. We'll count that as another lie. I'll put that as lie number 3. Now, when we got to the end of the street, you know, they did want us to leave, but they didn't shut us down, and that was all fake, that was all staged. The producers actually made us walk halfway back up the street just so they could get their, you know, money shot of being closed down and all that, but it was all just fake, to be honest. They didn't want us there, but it wasn't as it seemed in the documentary, and I wasn't there in Bangkok for the, you know, when she apparently almost got arrested either, but I really suspect that was all staged too. I don't believe that happened. I know a bunch of other people that have made documentaries down these streets and they've never had problems before. I think they're just trying to dramatise everything. Now, after this, we went and sat at the beach, and it was at this point when the producers really started to get flustered and frustrated because they was asking Zara to ask me stuff, and I was saying no, and they were like running over to the camera, taking the headphones off, getting all flustered and frustrated because I wasn't giving them the information that they wanted for the money shot, even though I already said all of this prior. They ignored everything I said and they just tried to do it anyway. To which I said, you know, if you want the answers to these questions, you can go and find any bozo down the street there and go ask him. And that's what they did. And then they found this other guy, Lucas, whatever his name was, some, you know, I think they found the most stupid, gullible idiot they could find to answer these questions. That's what they had to do. As I said, I've got a reputation to uphold. I don't need to answer these questions. I'm not going to gain anything from it, am I? Realistically. Now, after this, they came to the condo the next day, and before they even got up to the room, I told the producers downstairs, I was like, look, don't even try that you tried yesterday, because what they do, they'll ask one question and then they'll feed an even deeper question and an even deeper question. And I know this is how they work, this is, you know, how documentaries work, and they get into people's heads and stuff. But I clearly told him downstairs. Did he listen? No. I do actually remember feeling a bit sorry for Zara at one point, because she's just a puppet for this company. Basically, she's just getting pulled in 15 different directions, getting told what to say all the time. She hasn't got her own mouth, she can't say what she wants. It's just, you know, it's all filtered through the producers. But yeah, I'm guessing she's probably loaded at the end of the day, so who cares. Overall, I don't regret doing any of this. I actually find it quite hilarious. It's great publicity for me and the channel. I also understand that me and Zara are completely different people, and we're not going to agree on everything. But to be honest with you guys, I wouldn't rate her at all as a documentary filmmaker. She's just an influencer, let's be honest. She's not an independent filmmaker like me. She's just getting paid to push these woke narratives by companies, and that's the truth. And I know some people don't like it, but you know what they say, if they don't like it, they can't handle the truth, which is the truth. So let's have a look now what the Daily Mail have got to say about me. But before we do that, let's just watch some of this documentary now, and I just want to react to a few things that's being said.
Pattaya's seafront looks like an ordinary resort.
People are selling kids' rubber rings on the beach in buckets and spades. If this is the sex capital of Asia, why would you bring your children here?
Does she not know or think that there are actually families that are living here and that are born here in Thailand? It's not just, you know, people that come here. People actually are born here.
I need someone to show me the city tonight, and I found a British YouTuber based over here called Mac.
Some of the comments are, bro, every time I watch your videos I get more and more inspiration from you whenever I'm back in Pattaya. I have to come and see you, bro. Keep it up, bro.
Why is she attacking, like, my fans here? Like, doing all this, bro. Like, I don't understand that. Is she trying to, you know, put herself up here, or I don't know.
He said I can find him on Soy 6.
No, I didn't say that. They agreed to meet me on the beach, and then last minute, without telling me anything, they told me to go there.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi, Matt. Are there different types of bars?
Yeah, so there's beer bars, go-go bars. It's actually a float. See, that part there, that was a couple of different conversations cut up and edited. Very sneakily and well edited. Condo part, you know, was mainly okay. There was a bit of biting from me and the producers going back and forth, but the majority was okay, to be honest. But she made some funny comments when she left.
I've never seen anything like that before. I found quite weird and a little bit self-indulgent.
Weird and self-indulgent. Maybe. I mean, she's entitled to her opinion. If she finds it weird and self-indulgent, that's fine. This is my life, and, you know, she keeps portraying this as some sort of fantasy. There's no fantasy, you know, this is real. I'm here.
I think in our generation, there's a group of young British males that want to feel like the man, and you can see why so many are coming over here for this reason. There's a sense of, I can assert my masculinity over here, over a woman, and they wouldn't get that in the UK.
That was her, like, one of her final digs there. I don't know why she has to make this into like a masculine, feminine sort of thing, because it's not like that. All the guys that are coming here because they're fed up of people like her, like Zara. That's the truth.
And Mac is creating this online persona to be an inspirational figure to a lot of British men, and I think it feeds a really dangerous mindset.
Feeds a dangerous mindset. If your mindset is wanting to get out of your hometown and come and enjoy life, do something completely different and have a good time with good company, you know, if that's a dangerous mindset, I don't know what's real. It's more dangerous getting locked in back home. God. Alright, that's enough of this. I'm sick of watching this documentary, to be honest. Let's have a look what the Daily Mail has to say about Mac TV. Then she meets Mac from Staffordshire. What did they say here? It was pretty funny. Beverly Hills is featured prominently in Mac's YouTube videos, including one where he gloats about having a beautiful Thai woman cooking him bacon and eggs. Like, what is wrong with that? Like, you know, I can't believe this has made the headlines and the news. It's f***ing crazy. If there's something wrong with having a beautiful Thai woman cooking you bacon and eggs, please tell me. Alright guys, the last thing that I want to do, I did ask my community, my MacTV army, the MacTV network, because we've heard the perspectives of Zara, we've seen all what they think. Let's see what the MacTV army thinks about it. Man, I can't stand this chick just after 30 seconds. Fuck me dead, this Zara talks out of her arse, she's such a liar. This chick is the reason we left the West. You came across, Mac, that Zara one is so naive and a typical mainstream hack, completely clueless. Seems like Zara is happy when women are empowered, but when men are happy, it's a big problem apparently. Felt like she came to Thailand to film a very one-sided, negative documentary. She's a reality show contestant, not a journalist. She got paid to go there and read off a script. Let me know now what you think in the comments about this whole situation. I'm sure there's going to be more news articles, more stories popping up here and there, but I just wanted to give you my opinion on this because, you know, it is a bit crazy for me being all in these news headlines and stuff like that. So I just wanted to share with you guys how I feel. Cheers guys, peace, see you in the next one.